Hi, welcome to Baking with Jay plus Dan. I'm Jay.
I'm Dan, and today we're making a buttery, crispy chocolate chip cookie.
Yes, buttery indeed. In your mixer bowl, we have 4 sticks of butter. Make sure it's unsalted and at room temperature. So you just want to whip that up for about 2 to 3 minutes. Our butter is nice and fluffy, and now it's time for our next ingredient.
We have 1 cup white sugar. We'll stream that in with the mixer on medium.
So our butter and white sugar have been beating for about 2 to 3 minutes. Time to add our next ingredient, 3 cups of dark brown sugar. And you want to put that in 1 cup at a time. Make sure that it's nicely incorporated into the butter and white sugar mixture. There's 1 cup. So we have our brown sugar incorporated. I just want to give it a quick scrape before we add the last cup. And you want to mix it again for another 2 to 3 minutes. So our brown sugar is nicely incorporated into our butter. It's nice and fluffy. It's time to add the next ingredients. 4 large eggs. Make sure they're at room temperature and add them 1 at a time. Our eggs have been incorporated, so now it's time to give it another quick scrape. Make sure we get all that scraped up from the bottom and the sides.
And our last ingredient is 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Today we're using the vanilla bean paste. We're obsessed with this product. But stream that in, and the vanilla bean paste really holds up to the richness of this recipe. It's a great addition.
So you want to let this beat for just about a minute. Our vanilla bean paste is nicely mixed into our batter. Now it's time for our dry ingredients.
Okay, I have 3½ cups of all-purpose flour. I'm whisking that together with 1½ teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Make sure that's nicely incorporated. Then over here, our star ingredient, we have 2 12-ounce bags of semi-sweet chocolate chips. I'm going to take a little bit of the flour and just dust that over the top to coat the chips. We want the chips to distribute evenly in the cookie, and that's one tip to make that happen. So take your dry ingredients. I put about half of the flour because we're working with so much flour. It's easier to add in a little bit, incorporate it first, and then in the second addition, we'll do our chocolate chips and remaining flour.
Yes, so make sure your mixer is set to low. All right, it's not fully incorporated yet, so I'm going to give it a quick scrape. Make sure you get the flour off the sides. And then we're going to add the final addition of the flour and the chocolate chips.
So just pour your flour onto a parchment or a plastic sheet. Get these chips in there.
Let them fall away they may.
And we're ready to stream this in. Here we go.
Our batter is ready. It's mixed in with the chips and flour.
And I have some plastic wrap here, 2 sheets overlapping. Use a fair amount here. Don't get stingy with the plastic because this is a lot of batter. Now we want to incorporate by hand. Just scoop into the bottom of the bowl. Don't be afraid to get your hands a little sticky in there. And look for any unincorporated flour. Oh, it's beautiful. We form it into a log. Our favorite pastime, forming logs of cookie dough. Let's roll this up. Just bring the plastic onto itself. Drop the batter on the counter. That'll release some of the air pockets. And then gently bring it into the log shape. You can roll it out. For those of you that have seen our chocolate chip cookie 101, I would encourage you to try that one and try this, maybe a little blind taste test. You'll definitely know the difference. How this one is more lacy, crispy. They're both wonderful cookies, probably our favorite thing.
Yeah, I'm a chocolate chip cookie aficionado.
That's French for obsessed. So we have the batter. This will go into the freezer. We'll chill it and be ready to scoop and bake.
So the batter has been chilling overnight in the freezer. Now it's time to scoop and bake.
Just take an ice cream scoop. We've put out only 4 per tray because these really spread a lot. You can press it down with the heel of your hand just to adhere it to the Silpat silicone sheet. And they go into the oven at 375 degrees. This size will bake about 13 to 15 minutes. When the cookies come out of the oven, let them cool completely on the cookie sheet because I think it gives them a nice crunchy bottom. And then they're ready to enjoy. Look how they've spread out. They get these little rings.
Yeah, it's because of the butter that we use. It's very buttery, and that brown sugar gives it a nice snap.
Oh, yeah. So it cracks a little on the bottom, but still soft on the inside. Perfect amount of chocolate chips.
Yeah. So this is a different type of chocolate chip cookie. Again, it's a little bit more lacier, more buttery, as opposed to the cakey chocolate chip. It's still really delicious.
So thanks for watching this episode of Baking with J plus Dan.
Please remember to always subscribe, share, like, and
don't forget to ring that bell.